Alright, yo, how long are we just gonna ignore when artists really speak out against the industry? But I know it's not really in our control. I know it gets suppressed. But it's becoming more and more frequent for an upcoming rapper who has everything going for him to come out and say something against the industry. And I don't mean about bad labels or not being able to drop. No, I'm talking about something sinister, something dark. Labels trying to control us, trying to harvest our energy, demonic practices. Things that remind us selling your soul is more than just compromising your morals and integrity for clicks and validation. There is something deeper going on. There's an agenda behind all of this, because the people who profit off everything don't want us feeling empowered. Matter of fact, they need us to be stuck in a low vibrational cycle, because that's where we're easiest to control and help them profit in their game they created. I always tell you, even these puppets, who a lot of them are talented, I'm a fan of music, they don't realize they're playing the perfect role for what the label set up for them. And as y'all can see by the title, Lil Tony, he said something that just furthermore proves there's a line in this industry, and once you cross it, you are trapped in it. And this has been being preached way before rap. Bro, this shit has been being preached in every genre and generation of music. But even with just rap, I remember when B.O.B. came out saying so much about how evil the labels were, and just about how much they're lying to us about everything going on in today's world. Bro, he had hits, we never heard from him again. Then there's people like NLE Choppa and Nick Cannon, who both fell back into the industry, because I don't care what you say, they both had points where they were really trying to expose everything. Nick Cannon saying, I seen people go in rooms with people who shouldn't have been in that room. Why are you in that building? And he's still in those buildings. NLE Choppa changed his whole life around, was preaching spirituality, preaching to heal yourself from within and the outside, was preaching to meditate, don't get caught in distractions, how the industry is evil, they want him to promote murder music, just for him to get arrested and fall back on his old ways. He even said he was set up but still came out of jail and dropped a first day out music video, violent unlike all his recent drops, and it went crazy. I made a whole video about that. Same thing happened with Rod Wave. He got arrested right when he said he's done rapping. It just makes you think. But they're also very young. They could have just easily chose their pockets over, the truth. But still, look at people like Pimp C. Look at people like Ice Cube, who talked about the labels later in his career. Look at somebody like X. Everybody speaks out in their own way because it's their experience. You need to realize very rarely does the story help them more than it loses them opportunity. They don't just speak out for clout. These people aren't clueless either. So I want y'all to remember that when I'm telling you what Lil Tony, an upcoming rapper from Atlanta, said, who's extremely talented. Y'all don't have to know who he is, but he's a rising rapper who gains absolutely nothing from lying. He's been recently making not Christian music, but he's been making very just holy, still being himself type music for a minute now, and hearing the story, it all makes sense why he started to shift. I'm gonna play the video for you before I explain what he said, because he did this on an upcoming streamer streaming. It was very hard to find the full clip. And I'm sorry about the Discord notification that keeps spamming. I'm gonna try to mute it. That shit was annoying me while watching it. The streamer was getting spammed. But I have a lot to say about this clip, and let's just listen.
I ain't believe God was real until I had went. Somebody had booked me for a photo shoot. They paid me $10,000 for a photo shoot, and we had did the photo shoot on the top of a mountain. And then when we got done with the photo shoot, they got to talking about the Illuminati. He was like, the Illuminati, you ever talk to you? I'm laughing at this nigga. I'm like, hell nah, what you talking about? He like, nah, for real. They haven't talked to you? I'm looking at this nigga like, what you on, gang? That's what I tell him, like, what you talking about? What you on, gang? He get to laughing with his buddy. He like, well, we gotta take it to the booty club. I say, booty club? What the hell y'all nigga talking about? Man, y'all nigga got me fucked up. I should tell him just like this, y'all nigga got me fucked up. Excuse my language, Lord, but I should you know what I'm saying? That's what I told him. So I'm like, shoot. So then they get to talking about, yeah, bro, it's not what you seen. It's not what it seems. They like, it's real, but it's not what it seems. He was like, he's like, Leonardo DiCaprio? He does all the initiations. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio. The hell, these niggas just, they just saying all type of random stuff, gang. They what else they say? They would give me all type of artists that had, this what happened, right? They say, You gonna have sex. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have sex. They gonna have sex. They gonna butt plug you, bro. Feel what I'm saying? Straight like that. They gonna. I'm a cut filter, bro. Sorry, Lord, for cursing. Look though, they gonna fuck you in the ass, bro. When you get AIDS, bro, and when you come back, you gonna be famous. When you come back from getting sick, you gonna be more famous than ever. You gonna go up more than ever. My mama straight like that. So I'm like, what?
That's crazy, man.
So I'm like, what? I'm like, for real, he started giving me a whole list of artists. I ain't even gonna put them out there, but he gave me a whole list of artists who sold they soul and basically got fucked in the ass for some pay. I'm like, what? I'm like, for real? I'm like, hell nah. He was telling me that that's all I gotta do to get whatever amount of money I want, whatever I want.
They tried
like,
Todd Dick
I
Tony
get all the
down
rich
tears of
friends I
joy.
want. He'll connect me with all the rest of the rappers. And I'm like, hell no, right? So in my head, I'm trying to call. All right, so boom. So now I'm trying to call my Uber to get back to my flight, cause it was literally all I was coming down there to do was a photo shoot and then to go back home. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to call my Uber, but get what? I see which one of these niggas worked on me. They got me on the top of a mountain. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't got no service. So I tell these niggas, they were telling me they wanted to book me a hotel and take me to their Korean barbecue. So I play the one, I'm like, all right, boom. Obviously I see which one of these niggas done pulled on me. So I'm like, I tell him, I'm like, hey, bro, take me to your Korean barbecue, gang. I'm hungry. So he like, smooth. He like, you gonna stay at night? I'm just capping him down. I'm like, hell yeah. Just take me down to the barbecue. Whole time, whenever we get to the bottom of the hill, I'm just gonna beat feet on them folks' ass. You see what I'm saying? So on the way down, you know, I paid attention. On the way up, we went up like this. It was a spiral. We all, you know, we had to go around the mountain to go up and keep going up. Mm-hmm. Now on the way down, this nigga took a right. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm cooked. I'm like, these niggas finna kill me, gang. All right. So I'm like, all right, 'cause I ain't got no blick. So you gotta think, I ain't got no blick. All I can do is fight. So I'm like, damn. Well, I'm cooked. So then, I tell the nigga, I'm like, hey, bro, take me to McDonald's. Once I see him bust the right, I'm like, take me to McDonald's. He like, it's on my mama, this on my daughter, gang. That nigga face open up. His face changed. Like, he like, we not gonna take you to no fucking McDonald's. We flew you up here. My mama like, face open up and everything, gang. Cause it was 3 Asian niggas. You see what I'm saying? His face open up. And my mama like on some alien shit. I never seen no shit like that. And then after that, he back in. This is how real God is. He was backing into somebody's driveway, smacked the mailbox, and he was in the 3-seater McLaren. You see what I'm saying? So after he smacked the mailbox, he get mad as hell. I ain't know how to get out the car. Let me remind you, I ain't know how to get out the car. I would have been beat feet on the nigga ass, but I ain't know how to get out the car. So I see him push a button and the door go up. So I push my button, door go up. I get up out of there. Get what? It's so real, God. It's so real. He sent a mailman. On my mama, he sent a mailman out of nowhere. It was no mail, but it was nothing going on. It was nobody on the street, gang. Mailman come out of nowhere. He get to check in the mailbox. I jump in the back of the mail van on my mama. Jump right in the back of the mail van on my mama. Get up out of there on them folks. That was the first time I knew that the devil was really, really real. Like.
So he was doing a photo shoot for $10,000 and had these people start asking him insane questions like that on the top of a mountain where they just took him. I don't know what tactic they went in with, and we of course know who sent them. But this is how it works. It's not the top execs, bro. You need to watch out for the handlers, the photographers, the assistants, the managers, agents, stylists, the ones who seem like they're really here to help you. They work for the people who are trying to use you and milk you of every dollar they can by creating an image